It's parent-teacher conference time, and you've scheduled the first set of meetings to begin after school today. So that you're prepared to answer questions parents may have, such as why their student may have earned a particular grade, you like to review each student's progress before the conferences begin. Use the individual student pages in PowerTeacher Pro to get ready for the conferences. The first conference you've scheduled is for one of your first period students. In PowerTeacher Pro, verify that his class is selected at the top of the gradebook window. Then, click Students and select the student. The Student's Assignments page opens first by default. The Assignments student page is similar to the Assignments page you view for the entire class, except that it shows only the assignments and scores for the selected student. For the selected reporting term, view a summary of the student's course grade, which is a C at the top of the page. Below the summary, the assignments that contributed to the student's grade are listed by the most recent due date by default. As you scroll through the list, you see that he has several assignment grades that brought his final grade down. To view the details of the standards that are aligned to an assignment, click the icon in the Standards column. On the Assignment Standards Detail window, you can see which standards were most challenging for the student. To close the window, click OK. Gather more information for the conference by viewing the student's standards performance. To navigate to the student's other pages, at the top of the page, at the end of the page name, open the Quick menu. Then, under Student View, select Standards Progress. The Standards Progress page shows the student's standards grades for each standard that was assessed, organized by reporting term. The column that corresponds to the current term is highlighted. Comparing the standards scores the student received in each term, you can see that his scores have been consistently low. To view the assignments that you used to assess a standard, such as the first one in the list, click the icon in the Assignments column. Use the graph at the top of the page to see how the student performed over time on the standard. The 9 due dates along the x-axis of the graph, listed in chronological order, represent the 9 assignments aligned to the standard that your first period students completed this term. However, you can see that the student you're focusing on received only 5 standard scores, indicated by the 5 circles with the exact value of the score plotted above the due dates. You use a 4-point grading scale for standard scores, and the calculation method is set to the 3 most recent scores. You can see those scores in green on the graph, along with a dotted line that represents the calculated score. In this example, the student's calculated standard score is 2-, based on the 3 most recent scores. You can see that the student's mastery of the standard decreased over the 2 most recent scores. To see a summary of other standard score statistics, such as the mean or average score or the highest score, click Show Metrics below the graph. These statistical values are indicators of how well the student did on a specific standard. Since the values are low, including his highest score, it seems that the student needs additional practice on the skill or concept. At the bottom of the page, you can see why he has only 5 of 9 standard scores. He is missing 1, which means that there wasn't enough evidence in the student's completed assignment for you to assess the standard. And he has an incomplete assignment for which he received no scores. To view the student's performance on additional standards, open the Quick menu and select a standard. To view all of the comments you've recorded for the student, click Students. Then select Comment Log. Depending on the types of comments you've entered for the student, the comment log may show course grade comments, standards grade comments, and assignment comments. Finish getting ready for the parent-teacher conference by putting the student's performance in context. Find information on standards, attendance, and his performance in other classes on the Quick Lookup pages. Start by viewing his standard scores by opening the Quick menu and selecting Quick Lookup Standards. On the Quick Lookup Standards page, click the name of a class to view all of the standard scores for the student in that class. Now switch to the traditional Quick Lookup page by opening the Quick menu again and selecting Quick Lookup Traditional. The traditional Quick Lookup page is similar to the page that administrators see in PowerSchool and shows the student's attendance for the last 2 weeks, his current schedule, his current traditional grades, a summary of his total absences and tardies, and his current GPA. You can see that he has a C in some of his other classes too. Remember, to analyze an individual student's progress, first select the class the student is in. Then click Students. Select the student. Then open the Quick menu and use the Student View links to navigate to his student pages. Now that you've reviewed the student's PowerTeacher Pro pages and analyzed his progress, you feel prepared to speak with his parents about why he has a C and what he can do to improve his grade. In fact, you can even show his parents his student pages to help them better understand what's happening with his progress.